It's about us. I'm not running by myself. I'm running with a full team. Carolyn Marbury for vice chair, Rob Power for secretary, James Oakson for treasurer, Charles Wilhoit, a lot of you have met him, Thomas B. Heel for at-large, people running for regional rep. We are going to be doing things. Number one, LNC, working groups, LNC members and volunteers, so we can get the work done. So what am I going to do as my share? Number one, I'm on the phone to DC every day to see what's going on and if anything's happening. Number two, I am going to be on the phone to state chairs. Some of you are state chairs, and you can ask yourself, how often do you actually hear from national, all of you? I'll let you think about that and tell your delegations. Number three, we are going to be doing the things, you know, I'm going to be called by interviews, and I am available. I'm a college professor. I'm much more available than most people in terms of my work, and I will be there when I have to be as the representative. But I'm going to be there. It's not I'm the representative. I want your candidates to be the representative, and I'm going to be spending a lot of my time doing that, building local parties. Last point on building parties. If I have to choose between a president on the ballot once and a strong state party, that lasts forever. Strong state party. It lasts.
Well, in my case, it won't be just me. It'll be your two CEOs, co-CEOs, Wayne Root and Mark Rutherford. You know, I'm not running for president in 2012. I put it off for a very good reason. Our party's not ready to elect a Libertarian to major national office like Senate, like governor, like Congress, or like President of the United States. We're not organized enough. We don't have to raise enough money. I should know. I was your vice presidential candidate, and I traveled the country to 30 states. I landed. There weren't enough people waiting. There weren't enough checks waiting, and this has gone on for 39 years. This is not Bob Barr's issue. It's not a Wayne Root issue. It's been going on for 39 years. So what am I going to do day to day? I'm going to have Mark Rutherford dealing with you to handle the local, the county, the state problems, overseeing LNC. And I'm going to be building and organizing. I'm not a college professor. I'm a CEO. I've been a CEO my whole life of small businesses. And when you compare the Libertarian Party to the Republican and Democratic Party, it is a perfect analogy. It's a small business. Someone has to run it lean and mean on a small budget, and you've got to compete with guerrilla warfare against a much bigger opponent. I'm going to be out there getting free media by the thousands, just as I've done my whole career, except now under my face, it'll say Libertarian National Chair. And I'm going to be directing leads to our social networking website that will send leads by the thousands to every one of you on the state, the local, and the county level. That's what I'll be doing. Thank you.
I'll be doing exactly what I've been doing the week before, and the week before, and the week. This is what I do. I've been able to make a vocation out of advocating for freedom. And you want to know where all this money is going to come from? Do you realize how many hardcore, no-compromise libertarian activists there are with money outside the party? This has been a revolving door. There is so much activism outside the party. That is what's been keeping libertarianism alive. That is what's been the infrastructure. That's what will be backbone of the revolution. You know, this is, I tell you one thing. Labor Day, we have planned, I do a thing called the Freedom Summit. This December, we have a lot of great guests. You go to freedomsummit.com. You'll see a lot of guests. You know, Dr. Paul's spoken at 3 of them. We have that coming. But I knew that we're going to be at war. There's going to be a new war. There's going to be an expansion of war. We got more and more war. And after Obama's election, where did the anti-war movement go? How come we haven't embraced that? We don't need a third war party. We need to have anti-freaking war. Labor Day in Arizona, we've already signed new contracts before I left. We are having an anti-war rally at the same resort that we used for the Freedom Summit. Labor Day weekend, big names, and we are going to grab that from, I don't know, the people that don't have
it. I also also, unfortunately, to be a small businessman, I'd be able to set my own schedule. When I was chair of the California Party, I put in, on average, 30 to 40 hours a week, so you will be getting a full-time national chair dedicated to growing this party. One of the major functions of the national chair is to do fundraising, particularly from major donor fundraisers, or major donors. And as I stated before, the way you do that is you create a goal, create a plan, and then you execute. If you continue to execute successfully, major donors will continue to write big checks. Monthly pledgers will continue to write monthly checks and credit card donations. I will check in with the National Party in the morning. They'll give me on my assignments of who I need to call, who I need to stay in touch with, and the rest of the time I will get on the phone. Like in the last week, I've made over 350 phone calls to urge registered libertarians to vote no on Prop 14. I am not afraid of the telephone, believe me, and I will make great use of the telephone, and where necessary, I will be in person in front of major donors to have them write those big checks that will support our goals. Thanks very much.
Okay, we're ready for closing statements, gentlemen. 2 minutes. We'll start with Mr. Myers, Phillies route, Hancock.
Come on, Texas. I'm going to be nice here for a minute. We are really blessed to have so many outstanding libertarians running for chair and LNC at large positions. And each one brings to the table a different skill set. It is an honor to be considered a contender among such men. And I hope sincerely that whatever the outcome of this election, that each of us will take an even more vested interest in growing this party, using whatever skill set that we have. Let us set an example to everyone of how we can all work together moving forward. I hope that you look at me as a composite of all the traits that you are looking for in a chair. I own a promotions business. I'm an activist. I'm in the trenches. I know what it takes to grow this party because I've done it. And I know what it will take to grow this party in the future. One of the main reasons that Ron Paul is a success is that he's stuck to principles. It's like a broken record. 30 years of principles and he sticks with them. And people saw that and they liked it. People are disgusted with politicians that pander to them. I cannot tell you how bad it would be if the Libertarian Party was to walk away from our principles. People want to believe in something, not be sold something. I want to show people that they can believe in us. Now I know that most of you delegates have been promised something. You know, something that you're probably never going to receive. I can only make you one promise. That we can make this work. We can spread our message, we can grow this party, and we can start getting people elected. But it's not going to come from snake oil. It's going to come from hard work. And it is going to come from a party that has a new focus. And that focus is grassroots support. And I'm here to be that, to set that focus. I'm here to be part of this team. I am here to unite the factions. I'm here for the Libertarian Party. And ladies and gentlemen, let's get